So he rather walks through the spikes than these traps. That is interesting. What about now? Okay, that is interesting. Greetings guys and girls, fellow gamers, my name is Games4Kicks and welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 17. Today we're back with normal 7 Days to Die. We started now our first modded series with Darkness Falls. The first episode premiered last night. You guys seem to have enjoyed it, which was really good. I really enjoyed it, and we're gonna see how far we get. Now, Darkness Falls is not the toughest mod, but it has its moments, and it has a lot of zombies in it, and it is pretty tough in a lot of ways, but it is not starvation as far as I know, and it's not a true survival kind of deal. It is just tougher than vanilla. But it is still easier than a lot of other mods. So hopefully we can have a lot of fun and we'll see how far we get. So I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. If you already seen it, if not, go check it out. It happened last night. Now, we're going to be working a little bit on our base and go looting, of course, the usual standard. And the design I kind of touched upon in the last episode, in the intro, is something that we're going to do now. So I have forged iron in the making. We're going to get some blocks upgraded, change a couple of things around, and not worry too much about the second tunnel because we're going to make the first one rotatable, if that makes sense, that we can hopefully guide the zombies through it in a way that will benefit us. Yeah, so we're gonna have to test it out as well. Hopefully we get to do that today. I hope you guys are gonna have a good time with the episode. If you do, remember to kick that like button in the balls to support the channel, and if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. So let's get started. One of the first things I want to do now that I remembered it is we have weighted head, a modification for medium heavy melee items that add a chance to stun and slow down victims. So seeing that we now have a sledgehammer Reno, I think, definitely worth it, put it in. And I also feel maybe we should give it a color or something. I think so. Let's take the black color out of this. And, oh, we have black in here as well. And let's make the sledgehammer black. I just want to pimp it out completely just to see. So what do we have here? Look at that. We have 18. Wow. Power attacks are 102. Up from 90. And block damage is 124 to 148. And 60 melee damage from 48. That is amazing. So we definitely want to try that out and see how it swings. I'm so hilarious. Oh, if I only would have not given up my comedial career. Okay, so before it hits 10 o'clock, we're gonna go outside. What do we have on us? We have cobblestone rocks on it. We have the concrete mix on us. And we should probably bring some rebar frames. If we're gonna upgrade them to concrete anyway. No, we don't need to. We don't need to. So, in regards to the base, there was a couple of ideas. Yeah, one of them was that I should make the base higher than the ground here. And that is basically because they're tempted, obviously, like to jump in and all that. But then the other thing is, the reason I have this open, because the question was, hey, why don't you close this over? Yeah? And basically, the reason I have it like this is so I can shoot through it, because the idea was that we can jump from tower to tower and that the zombies going forward back out to go around to come into here. This may or may not still work, and that's why I want to leave them as bars, just upgrade to iron. Now, obviously, the other blocks we're gonna have to fully upgrade to concrete. This is something we're gonna have to do, but at least get everything upgraded to cobblestone instead of just flagstone. Now, but that is the reason why we want to have. Let me just put my nail gun in here. Well, we want to have this to be iron bars, and we're gonna make sure we're gonna upgrade this side here first. There we go. You can see them now. And this side here will be completely upgraded on both sides, so that if we decide to jump over, they don't get tempted to like box their way through. Now, of course, we have the issue as well that the zombies decided, hey, it is much better if we can actually go up here and jump from there over here. So that's another thing we're gonna have to address. So, and we're gonna do that by testing a design out that I spoke about in the intro of the last episode, where we're gonna put a gap here for them to fall back down. So let's focus on that before we even worry about the second one, because we want to make the first one kind of in a way that the zombies can rotate through it, which would be really nice. Also, another thing was, and this is a very good point, and we're going to remove these blocks, is that by having these blocks, and this is where I suppose the game mechanics the way they are, yeah? By having this here connected to this by wooden blocks or by man-crafted blocks, it actually makes it a single structure. And you could see that on the behavior of the zombies, that they didn't bother really changing. They wanted to come from the top here to jump over rather than anything else. And I think that partially has to do with the fact that, yes, on the corner blocks here, we are very close to this corner and the zombies like to jump across, and that was triggered a few times. But also having these two here connected with blocks means that the zombies potentially see this as one big structure, but we don't want that to happen. We want them to be two independent structures. So we're going to destroy these blocks again, simply because we don't want that connection, that physical connection. Okay, so let's have a look and see how we imagined this to work. So let's get a couple of more concrete. That is really good. I actually forgot I have everything in here, which is really, really nice. And yeah, more rocks can't really hurt. There we go. Now, the idea is that the zombies are going to come from here and they're going to follow us. Now, of course, the problem is that we're going to reach the end here and, you know, that's it. We're dead. But what we're going to do is we are going to take, I would say, 1, 2, let me just put down a block to count this. So 2, 3, and then here. That should be enough, yeah. So right here, we're going to put probably the diamond design, or we're gonna try traps first, yeah? Sorry, trap doors first. That's what we're gonna try first. And having 4 trap doors here should allow us to walk over it and then just open them for the zombies to fall in. Now, of course, we don't want the zombies to just walk around here, so what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna take these guys out as well. And instead, especially these guys, we're gonna take them out as well. We're going to place traps or something across. And yes, we're gonna place traps across. So, which means that zombies will not even think about jumping this side here. But we're just gonna have to be careful about not falling down ourselves. But I just want to see if this works out. So I need to try that out and give it a good test run. So we're probably gonna spawn a zombie in and see what happens if we spawn a zombie in over there, if they walk towards us. Okay, I think we should have them like this. That when they open like so. So we will fall down as well if we have them open, which is the whole idea. But the zombies still should see them as solids, hopefully, when they walk over them. So what we're going to do is we're going to spawn in a Charlie here, which I'm probably going to regret the moment I do it. And we're going to see how he responds. If he's going to go around when he still can, or if he's going to go through here. Sorry, he will probably go around. So let's make some traps, okay? Some spikes. Yeah, let's not just be too foolish, and let's put some spikes out. So we close this, or at least close one of them, and then all we have to do is quickly open them, and that's the end of it. And then hopefully he will fall down here. We'll go all the way back up and fall down here again, which means we theoretically should be able to sit down here all night. I still wanted to have something differently designed than last time. I know I could just do the same thing, make a ramp, make them fall in, but you know, we want to have something a little bit more than just the same design that we have to do. And I really hope that the game is not going to end up in a state where the zombie AI is so extremely hard-coded with its algorithm that is not RNG at all anymore, yeah, that you literally can only build the one type of base. I mean, everybody builds bases now that have some sort of tower defense corridors. And I don't know, I think it just feels in a way that it removed a whole lot of freedom. I know you still have choices and you can put water in the base and all that, you know, but it seems that overall they all follow the same kind of principle design. Also, if I'm talking very slowly, more than usual, I only just woke up. So I fell asleep by accident and bring my daughter to bed. So I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm still very sleepy. I have my coffee here. So let's spawn in our dude and see. It's gonna have to be a runner. So let's see what we have here. We're gonna have to spawn in a Charlie or a Joe. Yeah, Joe. I think Joe is our man. He's always there for us. There we go. There's Joe. So Joe will come up here now. There we go. Now, is Joe gonna come for us? Or is Joe gonna walk around? He's gonna walk around. So Joe is not... Oh. Joe is very, very sturdy. So Joe does not like to walk into these traps. So let's see what happens when we place spike traps. And now we're going to spawn in another Joel. But we're going to have him look at us so we don't have to shoot him. So he rather walks through the spikes than these traps. That is interesting. What about now? Okay, that is interesting. I know I get some experience, okay, but it's just the way it is. So that is interesting. So that won't work. So what we're gonna need to do instead is try out our blocks, obviously as before, and see if our diamond chain blocks will hold up. Now we want to repair these guys. Can we? No, that's repairing the block underneath. Hang on a second. There we go. Yeah, it's really weird. These things, when you target them, they need to be targeted exactly at one specific side or point. So I think whenever they point to you, well, they point to you either way, don't they? Okay, that's a bit weird. Anyway, so let's destroy these and let's replace them with some of the blocks that we know they're gonna fall through and see if that works. Okay, now we have that. Now we might have to make 2 of them in a row, but the good thing is we can run kind of around them, but we don't really need to. We just jump whatever, it doesn't really matter. And let's spawn in another Z. And there we go. Now you should turn around and run straight back down and come back to us. Let's actually upgrade these. Now the downside is that we probably have to make the inside 1 block lower, because otherwise they're going to be able to hit this. And I think now we have our infinite loop. So let's make another couple of ramps. Let's make flagstone ramps straight away and upgrade them to... So there we go. He's coming for us and he's going to fall down. Now he's going to very temporarily have a little hissy fit at this. So yeah, this is still the same principle than what we already did last time, but the base is slightly different. Yeah, so we can actually now, well, we can attack through this, but not really, because these things are going to be full blocks. Yeah, so but we can stand here at the beginning of the Horde Night, shoot down at them, walk around, so we have a little bit more freedom towards how we're gonna get to each other. So let me see here how they're gonna get to us. And this is important here to have this closed off. So we're probably going to wall this part off here. There we go. He just keeps coming, but he always gives this one smack. He always does. So we're just gonna upgrade that to concrete real quick. So I think that's the way to go. Yeah, I like it. So we should probably upgrade this here, so we don't need the spikes there, because the spikes are going to be they're going to be annoying to us. So let's replace them with full blocks. And we can even give them like a look or something. Oh, sorry. There you go. Okay, I forgot. I didn't mean to be mean. There we go. Alright, now let's take these guys out here and let's replace them with more ramps. We're gonna take these ramps this time. There we go. I'm gonna start off with making that one copy rotation, and then of course we're also gonna need to make sure that we destroy that before he comes back up. There we go. Nice. And this one has its own rotation. Excellent. So he's gonna come across that and then it's gonna fall back down. Beautiful. Alright, so just let me finish this part here. Then we're going to probably take these guys out because, well, we don't really need them. Oh, we can use these guys actually. Look at that. It's gonna be pow, pow, 2 hits and it's like gone. 3 hits, bam. It's going through all the levels like a boss. There you go, look at that. Excellent stuff. And it also means that we... Oh, look at that, it's already 4 o'clock. I waffled so much. That we don't have to worry too much about these, because I don't like using spikes anymore. I lost all interest in spikes, to be honest, because the zombies just make a path through them. The zombies just make a path through them and then ignore all the other spikes. It makes really the majority of spikes completely redundant, which is really sad. So what we're probably gonna do is we can probably lay the floor down there with spikes. I don't know, but let me just finish this and upgrade this to... There we go, very nice. Let me upgrade this fully for what we can do right now. There we go. Excellent stuff. And then once it's dry... Okay, we're out of iron bars now. Oh, that was a waste of stamina. Oh, he's stuck. Where is he stuck on? Wow. Okay, so we're not gonna spawn in another one. But oh, he can actually get stuck on top of that. I forgot this, that I had it actually this high. So we're gonna have to remove that barbed wire. This one is fine, but this one here is not. There we go. Excellent. So, and we're probably gonna have to remove that ground floor so they don't hit this. Or maybe they will hit it, because this is... Well, it's too high. 1, 2... No, it's 3 high. So actually, this should be okay. It should be okay. All right, so I'm playing around with a couple of design ideas, and one of the things that we're gonna have to be careful about is... Sorry, I'm just looking at the camera. Sometimes my camera and everything starts lagging again because I have to replace the cooling paste. I found out through your comments as well. On my cooler, I have a IH100 or something. It's a Corsair cooler, and you don't have to replace the liquid. It's like all built in and isolated. But it has, I think after the 4 years or 3 years, 4 years I have the system now, I have to take the cooling paste and scrub it off and put a new layer of cooling paste down. Because I think it's normal that after a few years it just basically becomes useless, the cooling paste. So, but it's a very good cooling system and all that, so I shouldn't really need to replace any fluid in it, because it's like isolated, whatever you call it, system, like, so it shouldn't really need any replacement. But except for the the layer, you know, that you have on top, the paste. So anyway, that's completely sidetracking. Yeah, so that's why I look at the camera every now and then a little bit weird, like, because the science that gets too hot is actually not my PC crashing. It's that the game's frames and everything starts stuttering and getting really laggy in a very slow pace that you don't even notice, and all of a sudden everything just comes to crap. Yeah? So you get like lag, you get stutters, and you don't know what's going on. Anyway, so besides that, this is the design I want to go with. So cops obviously can attack you, yeah, and we don't want cops to attack us. So we're gonna have to be in a way able to protect ourselves. But I also at the same time like the idea of having something that you can look through, even if we're never gonna use it, because obviously partially design has to also be there for you, you know, for something to look at that you kind of be happy with, you know. So we're gonna do this, and on top of these guys, we're gonna put some hatches. So, oh no, that's not the hatches. That's more flagstone plates. There we go. There's the hatches. Now, which way around? Let me see. We want them obviously on the side as well. There we go. But do we want them inside or outside? I think we want them to... we can't make them open to the outside. We have to make them open to the inside. But at least make them open downwards. Yes, make them open downwards. So, okay, let me just go through all the rotations again. Shift left click is not working, okay? Shift left click does nothing. It doesn't go in the opposite direction. It just keeps going in the same direction. So there we go. So we're gonna put this in. There we go, nice. Yeah, so I think we're gonna spend this point on basic electrical components, crossbow, compound bow, all those shenanigans. So we're gonna do that. And that means we can craft a workbench now, which is actually going to start coming in handy. So we're going to have to think of doing that. And it doesn't cost us anything we can't do, so that's absolutely fine. So we got a little bit of wood. Luckily, wood is not a problem anymore in that sense. We get a lot from a tree. I mean, even this guy here is, what, 300? There we go. It's 44, which is not bad. From 300 tree, that's actually very good. There we go. And yeah, I just went chop a little bit of stuff for raw iron. So let's do a little bit more. Let's finish these blocks here, because that way we can put some more raw iron on before we come back. And we looted these houses already anyway. Well, we didn't loot this one here, but we looted the one beside it. Yeah, we should empty our bag and then come back and loot this house as well. Actually, maybe we're not gonna do this. I thought we were gonna be looting today, but I found designing the base much more interesting. So let me just finish the rocks here, and then we're gonna finish off that part of the base design and see how we like it. All right, now that we have our resources again, let's finish upgrading. I'm so glad that we found the nail gun. That will really makes a difference. I mean, it's still a bit slow, but it's much faster than it was before, and it one-shots everything. Now, this looks a bit fugly, but I wanted to make a flat kind of triangle, but I couldn't find one. So, there we go. Very nice. Excellent. I'm not sure I'm going to deal with the front here. And we can't make centered plates, as far as I know. What concrete plate? Oh, there's a center plate. There's a centered plate. Okay, plate centered. Oh, wet concrete is the only one. Actually, let me try something. A centered bar. Let's see if that would work. No, it's the wrong one. It's not bad. It's a pity it doesn't fill the actual full block. Look at this. It's kind of cut off. It looks really poorly done. And then if we place another one here that actually connects to that, it just looks wrong. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy here. And probably... Let me just go into advanced. Yeah, I probably will do that. And then from the outside again. Now, this will hold because we're gonna put ramps here, so we're gonna have to make some flagstone ramps. There we go. And we're gonna put them here. There we go. This is nice. And it actually even fits the pattern. It looks like it's all on purpose. Very nice. I like it. All right, this has come together nicely. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, viel Spaß and happy gaming. Yeah, so this will work out nicely. So we have the zombies coming in here. They come up here. Can shoot them the whole time in the face. We have a little bit of protection here from cops. We just have to lower these guys, and the cops will not actually spit at us through that, as far as I know. They will just ignore these and walk around. And they can spit from here. So if we hide out over here, eventually they will come up. So we need all on the walls everywhere, barbed wire, so that we, I don't know, maybe we do barbed wire here and here, and a turret here would be really nice. That would be awesome. A turret right here would like absolutely wreck them. But yeah, we're far away from electricity anyway. So, but this is coming together. I like it. So I'm glad that this works, because we can just walk over it and the zombies will fall into it, which is awesome. And then we'll go from there.